Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monstercast, episode 2. Today we'll be talking about the end of second round of the WTC Online and our thoughts about that. It will be a shorter episode, most likely, because we're taking this piece by piece to go through the entire tournament, or most of it. Yeah. So far, the standings. First, I should introduce us. My name is Benjamin, also known as Monster, and my co-host is yeah, introduce yourself.
My name is Morten, also known as Skovtroll, the Danish Tomb King player.
And we play for the Danish VTC team in Old World, of course, the only game. Anyway, the standings are as follows. I think I could bring it up here on the screen. I can, because I'm that good. The standings.
He's a technical genius. This one.
It took a while to get the microphones going because we figured out that I had never unplugged my microphone truly, so we people couldn't hear what I was saying. Anyway, the number one team currently with 196 battle points is Team Scotland, which is very cool and kind of surprising. Then we have Team England in second place with 177. Then we have Unity Rainbow Unicorns with 176 points, just behind England. Then we have France and one at 173, and Team Germany at 172. Yeah, it's very. I don't know if it's that surprising, but to me it's surprising to see Team Scotland doing so well.
Yeah, especially after they had the Six Nations Cup, where Scotland was not one of the stronger teams for that tournament.
Yeah, they basically, I think they lost a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering they're like, Team England, it's not the full roster, but it's probably some very good players. And we have France, we have Germany, we have a lot of the U.S. team, uh, even Team Belgium and Team Sweden, and we got all kinds of people. It's very impressive for Team Scotland to do so well. I feel their lineup is not that unusual. I feel they have Thrace, which is something new. They have warriors, they have exiles, they have goblins, they have all the usual suspects, and they even do they not have a? Do
I
they
mean,
not?
they have
Do they not?
Cathay, Royal Host, Vampires, Warriors.
Do they not have a beastman army?
They seem to have seen ahead of the meta, realized that Beastmen were gonna be weak in this tournament, and then they have not brought Beastmen
That is
because
that is insane to me as a beastman player.
that is a strong meta call.
It's a very strong meta call. And they even brought an army that appears to be beating up Beastmen, at least in one game.
Yeah,
So maybe we should jump into that. An interesting thing is that three of the top five players for the tournament overall so far are Scottish players. We have Chris Mills with his Cathay. We have Chris Cousins. I don't really know how to
Chris
pronounce that.
Cousins.
Cousins, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that guy. The cool guy with the cool army. Um, and then we have Jonathan Bowes with orcs and goblins. Um, so that's pretty impressive too. And they got like 40 points, and 33 points. That is
That
that
is
is
quite impressive.
that is quite a haul to make. They are really carrying their team. Um, not just them
I
apparently.
have just spotted something though.
Hmm?
It would appear that for round 3, Scotland are facing off against England, and there has been one game has been played in this matchup,
Already?
and one game has been played already, and it is Chris Cousins with his amazing Warriors of Chaos brick versus Jack Ward's Grand Cathay. And bad news for the for the Chaos Gods. Jack Ward mopped the floor with Chris Cousins here.
Oh yeah, 20-0.
It was a 20 knot for Jack Ward.
Holy moly. Okay, I don't see any numbers though, so I don't. It might be a glitch, but it's
It might be a glitch. We don't know.
because Warhol is not always
No,
very dependable.
I see something here. I see kill points 438 for Chris Cousins, and for Jack Ward, he got
Oh my god.
2457.
Oh my god. Yeah, he got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah,
Apparently, but I think that can be actually expected with the army setup uh, of Chris Cousins. His army is very. It's a strange hybrid of chaos armies. I feel. Um, I think we talk about it, or was that off air?
no, we didn't talk about his list that much. I think we only talked about the Beastmen and the Tomb Kings list
Oh
last
yeah,
time.
we did. Yeah, his army is basically you have. I'll find it. I gotta talk about this army because it's
But it has a brick of 25 warriors.
yeah, that's the beauty of the army.
That's the beauty of it. It is the completely unforeseen
Yeah, it has
Warriors
it
of Chaos brick.
with the infernal puppet on the sorcerer lord and taskmaster scourge in the unit as well to make the warriors fast and to get them in range with the infernal puppet. It's a I think it's a very smart army to fight against magic heavy armies because the Warpfire Dragon also has Magic Rest 2 and the Chaos Lord has Magic Rest 1 and he has 10 wounds, so he's really hard to kill. Um, it's a very smart army, but I can see how it struggles against Cathay because they don't necessarily need the spells to win. It's just a bonus.
Yeah, and they especially don't need the spells when they're just throwing Shugengan Lords into the block.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
the problem with the Shugengans is like they have a very good damage output, very respectable. Of course, they're not dragons, but very respectable. But they're also just so tanky with their 3-up armor save, 5+ ward save. They are so hard to go through, and especially when you only have AP1 on your Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, and Jack Ward's army is peasant army with 3 cannons, and then all the Shugengans in the world.
Yeah,
So he has like those cannons are gonna do work uh, against this army.
there is no way to find points for the warriors.
No, you have to kill peasants, and they're like 80 points or 70 points.
Yeah. So even if you're charging every turn apart from turn 1, you get 400 points or something.
Yeah, it's true. So that's
And you probably don't get to do that because then you get surrounded by 4 Shigengans. And they're gonna tear that
yeah,
block
they got Monkey
apart.
King, and they got all kinds of things. They got
Yeah,
Jade Blade of the Great Fleet, and they got oh my god, and more
there is
shots.
yeah
They got a lot of
all
stuff.
all the good stuff Cathay can bring, and the cannons, the Ogre Loader cannons from Cathay are definitely going to take down all the big stuff.
Yeah, with the double shot. Um,
Yeah, 6 shots. As soon as the Lord, or like if the Lord shows his face, he's gonna be taking 6 cannons to the face,
True. I
and no, and he doesn't really like. I don't see him being that defensive.
no, no, no. He is defensive, of course. Like he has like a 3 up armor save, and he has 5 of ward, but that's not gonna do much against cannons. But it's really good against
No,
a lot
yeah,
of other things.
it's good against a lot of other things, but he's gonna what's the cannon AP3? Something ridiculously low for a cannon.
Let's
But
look
yeah,
it up.
you're not going to be saving a lot of things with your armor, and then you only have the ward, and there's no regen.
I think it's Grand Cannon AP3 Armor Vein 3 D3
Okay,
plus 1 wound Thunderous Impact 2, which is you have to remember will
yeah.
really screw with you sometimes.
Especially if you're like a Chaos Dragon or a Dragon in general is not so affected.
Yeah.
But when you're infantry,
He
that's a
probably
bummer.
has, yeah, he has Icon of Heavenly Fury as well. So he also has no fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it's
so
a
so
rough one.
that is a rough matchup. Maybe because we were also looking at what like the people who have been doing well, as Chris Cousins has with 40 points after 2 rounds, which is very
It's
respectable.
still
Even
very, even though he got, yeah,
40 points after 3 rounds is very respectable. But if we looked at it, he faced off against Free for All's Beastman in round one, and Team Free for All are second to last overall. So not an indicator of the hardest matchup there. Of course, it's still it's still a wild herd list with all the different stuff. It does have 14, 10, and 10 on-gores, which is really like that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's only supposed to be 13, 10, and 10, as we saw in the first episode. But apart from that, it's still a wild herd list, and he managed to beat it 20-0. So very well done there.
yeah,
And in his round two matchup, he faced up against vampire counts, which is also
yeah.
not
Andy,
yeah,
real thankful.
Andy from Team Germany.
That's
Pretty.
that. This is a pretty good list, though. I feel.
This is a good list. Like so, actually, it's not like he has been stomping two noobs and then he faced some opposition and got stomped himself. He has actually been facing off against some very respectable
Yeah,
players
he's
lists
been thrown
and
into the
armies.
fire against like
He
top
definitely has.
armies.
Yeah, and I can see how he had no shot against the Cathay, but very well done to him for actually scoring 20 points against Beastmen and Vampire Counts.
Yeah, it's true. It's it is very impressive. Um,
There's another guy with 40 points.
yeah, his it's well, now there's a guy with 46 points.
Oh, this guy's 40. Oh,
It's Jack Ward. But anyway,
of
uh,
course.
it's Chris Mills from
Yeah,
also from Team Scotland.
also
Uh,
from Team Scotland. Yeah, and he has a list that looks
it looks
quite
very
similar.
similar, yeah. But he
It
has
is
like a
very
lantern.
similar. He does have a lantern. It seems like his. Yeah, he only has one Shugengen Lord as opposed to two Shugengen Lords.
Yeah,
He has five more warriors in his warrior unit, and he has a sync like instead of 4 times 15 peasants, he has 2 times 15 and 2 times 12. The ambushing peasants are only 12 models per unit.
goodness
So
sake.
and that well, I mean, it leaves room for a lantern, right?
Yeah, it's. I
So
actually think I may like this army more. Um,
I mean, yeah, I having used skeleton skirmishes, who are very similar to
but better.
to the to the levy peasants. They are better because they cannot panic off the board.
They also have a regen and they
They
can
also regen
always hit
six
on
up.
fives and they got a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
rules.
They got a lot. The skirmishes has a lot going for them, but I also like them in unit size like 12, 13 ish, that size. But I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. If they do their job, they do their job because they're unopposed. And if they face opposition, then they're not going to be able to do their job almost, regardless of whether they are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16, or whatever.
But yeah,
But
this is
yeah,
only one lord though.
yeah,
It's a
bit
very
more, bit more
preferential
scraped,
choice.
bit more, yeah. But then again, if you gotta find 135 points for a lantern, you have to take the points from somewhere. So
It's true. It doesn't really work. You can't really remove any loaders, and you want the scoring, so you gotta cut in characters, I guess.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's also kind of a cool army, but I
yeah. But his run so far, once again, round one they faced the Team Free for All, which are not doing too well, and he met a Wood Elf Realms.
a wood
So
elf.
Cathay into Wood Elf.
See.
That is, he won 20-0, which you almost have to do when you run Cathay into Wood Elves. And then in
Oh,
his,
it's the War Dancer Death Star,
it's the War Dancer Death Star.
which is a thing I've heard about, but I've never seen it used correctly.
No,
But it is cool. You have like 18 War Dancers and 2 Shadow Dancers with illusion, and then I don't know how you win, but
I mean, looking at this, you don't.
yeah, apparently not. But I like
Uh,
the idea. It's cool.
the idea
Um,
is cool. Doesn't work against Cathay. Might work against Dark Elves or Lizardmen. We don't know. Maybe even Ogres.
maybe even ogres. Maybe,
Uh,
not
and
draft
then
ogres.
maybe not draft Ogres. And then if we look at his round two, he was facing against Wolves of the Sea, which is
It's Germany, right? It's
is Team
Anubis.
Germany. Yeah, it's Anubis. Yes, and it's there are no dragons here, as far as I can tell. There's a Demon Prince
It's
with
the army with the chaos steeds and the.
yeah,
I couldn't find a dragon here. It's like an infernal puppet demon prince, and then a
yeah,
lot of small stuff that can ambush.
yeah. I would assume Cathay does really well into that as well. You just kind of, if you were like, there's not a lot on the board from the beginning, right? Apart from the Demon Prince,
There
and
can be, and they can start,
yeah,
possibly, but I don't know. I feel Shugengen's one shot a lot of those units.
for sure,
So
or very close. Like the 5 Marauder Horsemen are definitely getting one shot, especially with the impact hits. And Shugengas are just so quick.
and no champions.
No champions either. Yeah. So Shugenga is just gonna run through it all. I'm sure
This,
if not just the Shugengan Lord, then probably also the generals. They also just run through the Demon Prince.
yeah, yeah, possibly, or the demon prince just is forced to hide the entire game.
The Demon Prince is also just forced to hide because there are 3 cannons with double shots, right?
Yeah.
So
What is the
that is not.
what is the crimson armor?
It's a good question.
Is it no multi wound? I would
Why would you
assume it
just
is.
take Icon of Fortitude, or is Icon of Fortitude restricted to?
Yeah, it is a multi wound thing.
It is a multi-wound thing.
Mm. I would assume it's because he has some other item. Yes, puppet, which is a okay. It's not that. I don't know why, but he has
Mm.
that, uh,
Yeah.
which makes him immune to multiple wounds, which is good.
Okay. Yeah, but he still only has 4 wounds, right? So
Yeah. So
and and the cannons don't have anything else to shoot at.
no,
So if he shows his face and the cannons can shoot, then they're just gonna be going for him, and then sure, it's only gonna be doing 1 wound, but they are most likely still going to kill him in 1 turn.
I'm always surprised by how expensive the Marauder horsemen are when they are kitted out. If you're looking at the list, it's like 228 points for 11 Marauder horsemen. They got a lot of stuff like brazen
Yeah.
collars and icon of fortitude and full command, and they got toughness 4. They can be toughness 5 for 1 turn and flails. But it just seems like a lot of points. Like if you kill the unit in close combat, which is not that likely, you will get almost like 280
It's
points.
it's like 18, 19 points per model, and then the upgrades on top.
Yeah,
So it turns out to a bit more than 20 points per model for the entire unit.
yeah, it seems
S-
expensive
Seems expensive for Marauder
for a
horseman.
guy.
Yeah,
It's just a guy.
yeah, it's just a guy. But then again, if you look at something like I suppose that's a bad example, but like Cold One Knights, they easily rack up towards 40 points per model almost.
It's
So
true, but they have two up armor save, which is very
yeah,
important. And I hope you're talking about Dark Elf Cold War Knights,
yes,
not the other ones. We don't talk about those. Um,
I like those.
Beastmen are not people. Um, anyway,
Yeah, so a bit easier run maybe for Chris Mills than
Uh,
than Cousins.
it
Chris.
feels like I think it's always an easier run, also by the nature of their armies.
Yeah,
One is playing Cathay, and one is playing Warriors of Chaos, which is
yeah,
very like it can be real rough playing Warriors of Chaos. There are just some matchups you don't win, like against Cathay.
for sure. And Cathay don't really have those. I
Mm.
think
No, I don't. I think
Cathay are just that good that they don't really lose. Also,
they can play themselves out of a lot of situations.
they can they like it's not that they can't lose, of course, and that's why this is still a game of skill, very skill intensive game. So many things can go wrong,
And dice.
and dice always dice.
Uh,
If we look at number three after round two, at least,
yeah, sure, sure.
we have
Germain.
Ardens, Germain
He is
from
from
Team France.
oh
He's
double
playing
dark magic.
he's playing vampire counts. He has double dark magic, one with law familiar, one with spell familiar. Then he
That's
also has a
crazy.
necromancer, spell familiar, scepter of the noir, mortis engine,
Terror
master
geists.
necromancer. Yes, he's running two terrorgeist, which
It's
is
like five screams. Then it is five screams.
it is five screams indeed.
That is a blast from the past, and it apparently
It's been a while
works.
since it's been a while. If we look at his run, he faces off against Team England vampire counts in round one.
What? Yeah, I can see
And
that.
apparently it
Tall.
seems that that Screams beat Hex Wraiths. I think that's the main difference between these two lists.
But it's only
Is
some screams, because it's only the Banshee scream that is magical.
oh
Yeah, because the Banshee has the special rule magical attacks.
aha, so that also translates to Screams.
Yeah,
But
well,
what like
last time I checked, it did.
yeah, I was just thinking that you just take wounds, right? You just suffer wounds, kind of like terrors from below from Mortuary Cult. When the scorpions pop up, they can take out a banshee
Yeah,
because the
I
mod.
don't understand why screams. If it is like that or if it's not, I don't remember actually in Comfact. I can look. I have it right
Let's
here.
have a quick let's have a quick look see.
In the
What
a favorite book, Wailing Dirge.
Wailing Dirge? That is the name of the thing that makes everyone cower in terror, unless they just die from it, of course.
It doesn't say anywhere. I think
Uh,
I know
what
one
does
guy we could ask, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
he's no, he's not busy anymore.
He's never busy.
He's sometimes busy.
He's sometimes busy
Uh,
hating trolls.
I'm just gonna look up what does the Wailing Dirge say in the PDF itself.
Don't you think the difference is mostly okay? It's very strange how he defeats that many hex rays. Because the hex rays have dark magic, so they're probably gonna get battle lost. They're just gonna tear through units.
But if they just get screamed to death, then
This is true.
and maybe they do just get screamed to death. They just suffer like they take a leadership test and then they just suffer wounds for every point they've failed.
Maybe, maybe that's how it works. I hope that's how it works. I don't remember right now. However, I still feel it should be kind of hard.
No, I get like it says here that ethereal creatures can only be wounded by magical attacks.
Mm,
So
yeah, it's
also, well, I guess they both have a mortis engine in general.
yeah.
So the terror guys are gonna have leadership higher than.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. But it's, I don't know. It's how does this even happen? Because
That's
it's
a good,
maybe
very
it's.
good question.
Can we see their points? We can't see their points.
Uh, I'm sure we can see their points. You couldn't see their points before either.
Oh, here there are Okay, he actually murdered him with like 1,700 victory points versus
Yeah,
590. Because I figured it might be because of they played. They were playing domination, I think. Domination and
yeah.
trains. That's a lot of points right there. But apparently not.
It looks like neither of them held a train. No, like there's 800 points from objectives.
Yeah,
That's
strange.
interesting, but maybe they needed their zombies elsewhere.
Maybe it was not trains. Maybe it was actually a special feature. Now that I think about it, that would explain maybe the 200 points. I don't know.
We don't know.
It's kind of strange though.
Yeah, but anyway, facing off against Vampire Mirror and coming ahead out with 17 points is very good. Round one. And then round two, he faces up against Warriors of Chaos, which some might say, some have said, are good against
Yeah, but
or at least decent into vampires. But this is Chaos chosen Chaos Knights,
and
and they just get screamed. Like if you have six chosen Knights, and you just fail with a couple of points each time, they just die. And if you want to say before that that the Marauder Horsemen were expensive per model. Chosen Chaos Knights, 366 for six knights.
I
That
love
is
chosen chaos knights, but they're so
that's
incredibly
six
expensive.
that's 61 points per model. So yeah,
But he also bought the most expensive banner for them, I think, the banner of the gods, where
yeah,
they can be screamed, but they can't get their leadership reduced.
okay. Well,
Uh,
I mean that does
is that
provide
why they
some
put him
resilience.
into it? Because maybe like 12 Forsaken eat zombies, they do, very fast.
Forsaken, probably one of the best units to eat zombies.
And then he has like the Infernal Puppet, and he has some other stuff. But I think normally because why Chaos can beat or at least threaten vampire counts is because of the if you bring free dragons.
Yeah,
Because then
and
they can really you can dictate a lot of the game against them and blow up an
yeah,
entire unit in one turn.
and here there are no dragons.
Nope, there are no dragons. There's a lot of
Uh,
magic again, actually.
Yeah, maybe he thought that the missiles were gonna be the way to go.
Skull of Gatam and all kinds of things. It's pretty cool. It didn't work though.
No, Jermaine, our vampire count player, murdered the Warriors of Chaos.
20-0.
20-0,
Two.
2,150 points for the vampire count and 205 points.
I know that feeling.
It looks like he killed a
Playing against
Terrorgeist.
you or
Yeah,
or a vampire player.
when you face against the undead and you can't break a hole in their defenses, you just get 0 points.
Yeah. You have to blow something up.
You definitely do.
Oh, who's the next guy?
The
That's
next
it.
guy is Enzo Warren from France as well.
Hmm.
He is also playing Cathay. This guy
He has
is
two
also bringing.
lanterns.
He has two lanterns. He only has three Shurgis, two lords, and a general. He has 15 warriors and 5 warriors as a detachment. Is that big? No, it says Grand Cathay. Interesting.
Hmm.
And then he has 4 times 13 peasants. I like 13. Prime numbers in general are good for especially small units like this, because then you have to lose in the first round or when they're full, you have to lose 5 models before you panic.
Yeah. I like the inclusion of a meteor hammer with the illusion. Because it's just
Yeah,
very useful in general.
I mean, the meteor is up and down, I think.
Yeah, it's like I would still have the Monkey Kings, but I would rather have like the Meteor Hammer than the Sword of Reason.
Yeah,
But he has both, I guess. So
but he has no Monkey King, right?
no,
He
he doesn't
has
have the Monkey King. I think it's
he has the
points.
Morshard, he has the Sword of Reason and Love Yang. But
Yeah,
still, Shook Lords, Shook Generals, they are
pretty good.
frightening to fight against and
Pretty good.
pretty good. He's gone for another lantern instead of a cannon, so he only has two cannons. Bit more of a balanced shooting setup in that regard.
Oh, he's the
But
one who. Yeah.
overall, not very balanced at all because it's Cathay.
He fought against Mortuary Cult.
He fought against Mortuary Cult. In his
Uh,
first round, he faced against Wars of Chaos, though. That is a very easy read Wars of Chaos list that he played against. It's Team England, Stephen Toll, Garpa, who was playing 3 dragons and 30 Marauder Horsemen. And that's his list.
yeah, I've played against this list. I think I've played against this man
Yeah,
actually at VTC. He's very good at playing this army. Um, very nice too. But yeah, I can see this struggling into Cathay, especially like this is where I feel the double balloon really pays off
yeah,
because it can very easily sort of hunt the marauders.
yeah, that's
Um,
true. It is like the Lantern is better at killing Marauders than the um the cannon.
yeah, of course. It's I also like no. There's a new inclusion. There's a battle standard bearer chaos dragon. That is
Oh,
that
interesting.
that's kind of cool. That's a lot of points if you kill it in close combat, which you probably won't, but
You probably like
it could
if
happen.
the it could happen, but if you have cannons and lanterns
Yeah, this isn't
and
actually
use
the same list at all, kind of. It's very similar because he has to change
yeah
it because he has unnatural fortitude and stuff now, the extra toughness.
yeah
And but I like the triple save with the meteoric iron, so you basically always have free saves on the exalted champion. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Does he even have a weapon?
he does not have a
He
weapon.
does not.
He's just running with the ensorcelled weapon.
It's also weapon strength 5. Well, it's better than what an elf has. So
Yeah, and he still has the dragon, right?
he does still
Chaos
have the
dragon
dragon.
and Chaos dragons, are they strength 7?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where you expect your killiness to come from. I mean,
I
of course, any benefit matters.
This army is pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
very like, do you have anything against this? If not, you're probably gonna lose. If
But it turned out that Enzo from
yeah, he did.
Team France did have something against this. So yeah, let's look at his matchup in round 2. That's where he played
Oh yes.
Mortuary Cult.
I think
Um,
it's the army you don't like.
well, there are 2 Mortuary Cult lists, and I don't like either of them.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, the people playing Mortuary Cult are rude for bringing these lists, I think.
This army is the one with I think
Oh, but
it's
it's the one
eight
it's the one with the
Ushabti.
5 priests. It's 8 Ushabti, but 5 priests.
Yeah,
Uh,
he loves
it's
magic. It's the
it's the
best.
one it's the one I like the most of them.
Mm. Oh, and double casket. Yeah, I like it too now.
Double casket, yeah.
And the
The results,
Skelly warriors. They're great.
I love warriors as well.
I
Warriors, they really benefit from the parry upgrade, as we talked about last time,
Yeah,
with the 4 up armor, 6 up region,
it's
and
like
the
when
way
you
you heal
have
them.
30 or 40 of them, they reach sort of almost critical mass where they can't die.
Especially when there are 5 priests who can heal them.
Oh yeah, they can
so
all heal. Hmm.
so you're looking at, because in Mortuary Cult, if you're within if you have another priest within your command range, you heal +1 to anything you heal. And skeletons, like regular infantry, they are healed wizard level plus D3. So you're looking at level plus D3 +1 for every one of these priests.
That is
So as you can probably tell,
that sounds that sounds really balanced.
that's 18 plus 5 D3.
Yeah, that sounds really really balanced. Um,
You can have one skeleton remaining, and then you can heal it to full.
yeah, yeah, that's great. It's great.
That is the cool part of having so many priests. Other than that, as I talked about last time as well, he has the same amount of magic items as I do. Just spread them out more.
So it's the wizard levels he likes.
So it's just the wizard levels and the elementalism rolls, I guess. He is probably really hoping
Or the ramparts.
for the ramparts and wind blast, I think.
Yeah,
And of
probably.
course,
Everybody wants wind blast.
Plague of Rust. There are three extremely good spells for mortuary cult in elementalism.
It's true. I argue there's 4.5 in Wild Herd.
No, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that was our number 4 at 33 points. We have 2 more people at 33 points. The next one is an Mongo
Jonathan
player,
Baus.
Jonathan Boss
He
from
has,
Team Scotland.
yeah, once again from Team Scotland. He fought,
Yeah.
well, he has like a really cool army.
We've talked about his list a bit first, yeah.
It's the new meta demon. It's the laser.
Laser pew pew.
Laser
Laser.
goes pew pew with the 21 orc mobs, and they got all the fanatics in the world, and you got doom divers, and you got a million little goblin bosses to enable. So you can bring the fanatics, and then he has like 5 wizards, 6 wizards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, there's one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's this army is apparently not very fun to play against when it works, and very very frustrating to play when it doesn't work for the orc player.
Yeah.
That is my experience. Also, the Staff of Quietude has been popping up a lot more.
Yeah, especially when the orc player has to keep their wizards quite far back, and they really don't want. There are many range to play spells that they do not want.
There's no glowy green amulet in this army.
No, I mean it's nice to have if you have the points, but I think points are very tight in this list.
What are glittering whatnots? Glittering what? Here we go. Glittering whatnots. If the bearer or the unit they're with. Okay, they reflect a spell on a 4+. Okay, they also have that kind of item. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the green skins have a lot of items
They
that
got
sort of just
they got a lot of cool items.
yeah.
I really feel they are. Yeah, I love their book, especially their Arcane Journal. The items they got in that, so fun. Anyway, this
His
army
first
is crazy, crazy cool and good if you know how to play it.
yeah.
I think round 1 he played against.
He plays against dwarves.
He played against dwarves, but the thing about the lasers, and this is for anyone not in the know, is the lasers ignore magic res.
Yeah, so dwarves just cry.
Dwarves cry, especially if they don't get a good roll on their Rune of Calm.
Yeah.
Which means it could be a very. Oh, I should turn off that light again. Which means it could be very, very non-interactive to play against. Also, you have fanatics, but they have dig in, so you can mostly use your fanatics for the choppers.
Yeah. If we look at the result, like the list of the dwarf, it's very standard. It's a lot of gyros. There are 2 cannons, and then there are some
the free
thunderers.
Cannons.
The three cannons.
Yeah, there's one all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the one. Oh, he
three
has one
cannons,
scoring unit,
one scoring unit. Yeah, so he was
which wouldn't
well. I
have
mean,
mattered in the first game, I guess.
no, but he doesn't have many wounds either, right?
No,
So
I'm
not in relation to what the goblin brings.
I'm thinking there was a lot of victory points. Yeah, 850 for Jonathan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. That he Jonathan got 1350 kill points to 190 for the dwarf player, but then for the objective points it was 850 to nothing.
Ooh.
So the goblin player or the orc player in this scenario actually just dominated the
And that's
objectives.
even with that's even without objective points. Um, like
I mean,
there's
he dominated kill points, but also just objective points. He got all of them.
yeah.
So yeah,
His second matchup was against Gaunt
uh,
Herder, Andreas, who plays as Beastman and he plays him very well. Uh, but he lost to this. I didn't see the game. I really wanted to, but I was trying to put my child to sleep. Uh, however, if you look at the game, it is it's like 950 kill points and 750 objective points for Jonathan, and then 1,040 victory points in total for Andreas. So it went 13-7.
yeah. This game, like, there's a small discrepancy in kill points, but where it really mattered what were the objectives. Where you've got
Yeah.
like 212 point different kill points and then 450 points. So that adds up to what 662 points in total.
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
just try and find if my computer
So
wants
this
to
was
work.
like well fought battle, I would assume, where the goblin or the orc player just managed to scrape ahead in the right ways, both killing more and scoring more objectives, which is kind of what you want to see from a game of Warhammer.
Yeah. I can't find it. God damn it. Anyway, I was just interested in seeing what kind of mission the second one was. Um,
Uh-huh.
I bet I can see it if I go here to
While you
bootleg.
look for that, I will talk a bit about the last player, the sixth player, but they are technically top four, all three of them at 33 points. It's it's a Grand Cathay, and it's from the Unity Rainbow Unicorns, which is basically Team US, but not
Oh
really.
yeah.
And he's running the Jade Fleet. He has four Shugis again. We see there are no cannons here because you cannot maybe you cannot do that. I don't know why they don't have cannons. But they're running 8 Jade Lancers
Oh,
and
is it?
7 Jade Lancers.
What was his
One has
name?
Ring of Jet.
Is it Ryan? Yeah, it
It
is.
is,
It's
yeah, it's
Ryan
Ryan
Williams.
Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, he's famous for pioneering like a weird army where you have he uses the Jade Fleet, but he used to have like four Shigengans and then two Griffins in rare or as mercenaries
Ah,
without
oh.
cannons, just a full-on aggro, full send kind of Cathay army.
Sounds very American as well.
Yes, it sounds pretty good too. Uh,
Interesting actually that it sounds American when they don't bring guns. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
I mean,
Um,
there are still train guns from the Lantern, and he does have a captain of the Empire as well on the Griffin.
yeah, I
So
really like that guy.
he does
Little,
have five monstrous infantry, really fast guys.
and
Or
he is on a
scavengers, sorry.
Griffin actually.
He's on a Griffin, yeah. So he has five flying characters, and then he has two Sky Lanterns that also fly, and then he can ambush. So he can basically just like if he wants to, his first drop can be characters.
I love it.
And then he scouts, and then he ambushes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's a very
Uh,
very cool way to play an army.
he's the first high placed
Like
from
like you shouldn't really do it against maybe your friends, but
no, the first placed high placed player from what are they faced? Team Unity.
Unity
Rainbow
Rainbow
Unicorn.
Unicorns. Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
long name.
They played against Germany in round one,
Mm.
uh, and he faced off against Errantry Crusade Bretonians,
Hereditary
where
Crusade with
he
Elise.
with Elise Duchard, a Baron with Crusader's Vow, uh, Gauntlet of the Duel on a Barded Pegasus, and a Duke with the Virtue of Knighted Templar, also on a Barded Pegasus with the Ogre Blade and Syrian's Locket. And then he had 5 Pegasus Knights and 9 Mounted Knights of the Realm, 2 times 5 Knights Errant, so pretty, and a few small Squire units.
I think it's pretty established that this army can struggle into the Shooks, because I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure the Shook Engines. No, I know they have countercharge, right?
I don't know,
I'm pretty
but
sure.
they probably do. Like Cathay gets all the rules right. So he scored 16 points in his first game,
Yeah, countercharge.
and then he scored 17 points in his second game. Also playing Wolves of the Sea, Team Belgium's Wolves of the Sea. There is another Demon Prince here. It's a Trailblazers Hawkberg Demon Prince. So
Oh, it's a scouting demon prince with the.
it's a Scout Puppet Demon Prince. It's a very cool idea.
It is very cool
Uh,
if you can
it's
keep
very
him
cool.
alive.
Yeah, if you can keep him alive. 4 wounded scouts in your opponent's face. He's also running 2 spawns, a lot of Marauder Horsemen, some Marauder Tribe Berserkers, Marauder Tribe Huskels, a lot of different Marauders.
Just a lot of
Some
stuff.
just a lot of stuff. There is a Dragon, Exalted Champion on Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny how the chaos armies are so weird now.
yeah, it's all
They
over the place.
yeah, it's all over the place, and they have a lot of them have a demon prince and one dragon or no dragons or all kinds of things. I
Yeah,
think it's because they don't really have a build.
yeah. I mean, some armies are diverse enough that like they can do different things.
This is true.
And that's pretty cool. There's one more list that I want to look at.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to look too much at the list. It's my what shall I call it? The one dear to my heart. The Tomb King Grand Army from Team England, 11 inches himself.
Andy Oakham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy Oakham, who is sitting comfortably at 31 points. Pretty respectable. He beat up some known player in round one. Known are known for not having the best of matchups into
Any kind of undead, wet or dry.
yeah, they don't like when you can't shoot it and make it stick. So yeah,
None of us like that.
none of us like that. It was a stomp in both victory points and objective points. Pretty impressive.
2,000. That's a lot of
2,000 kill
points.
points
That is
and a
a lot
thousand
of
objective
points.
points. That's a lot of points indeed.
He
And
almost
then
capped out.
in round three, he faced off against Wolves of the Sea and got 11 points. And that's the Team Sweden, Warriors of Chaos
Anton
Wolves of the Sea.
Carlson.
And here we see another, like the Warriors of Chaos Wolves of the Sea demon list here also had a Demon Prince and a Dragon.
A Dragon Ogre Shakeoff. And 23 Marauders. All kinds of
Yeah,
things.
all kinds of weird stuff. And the list is horrible to read because it's made with Old World Builder.
He's
So
actually doing pretty well, that Chaos guy. He has 29 points so far.
that is pretty strong.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, that kind of concludes the end of round two. The top players,
Yeah.
of course, there are many more interesting things to look at. It's going to be very interesting to see how everything shapes up going forward.
Yeah, what are the
If
pairings here? It's Team
like
Scotland versus England. Unity
it's
Rainbow
Scotland versus
Unicorns
England.
versus France. And
Yeah,
Germany against the other Germany. Belgium
Oh,
against Ukraine, Sweden against to be or not to be, and the
free
overall
for
France
all.
but better, and versus free for all. Okay. I actually really want to see the France one against Unity Rainbow, because I
Yeah,
think France is doing really well too. Actually, considering well they were just behind us last year, but they we never met them, which is sad. You kind of want to play all teams when you're there.
yeah,
Yeah, that will be it
yeah,
for today, I think.
yeah. Bit of a shorter one, but the first one was also pretty long.
I
So
think this was pretty really long as well. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. The two guys watching now. Um, yeah, bye.